the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are.
Are you ready?
Hello, fans. Welcome back to our very first episode of the year 2022. We got an exciting first of the year episode for you guys. And it's going to get kicked off by Steve, but we also got Julie here, and I'm here because I'm doing the intro. And why don't you kick it off, Steve?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Brandon, you sounded like you were about to start rapping when you came in here. So guys, for those of you who don't know, today's the anniversary of January 6th. A year ago was when the insurrection happened. If you're living under a rock, I'll go ahead and recap what happened. So obviously they were voting Trump out. It was 2020, crazy year. And let me spit bars right now. Okay. No. Trump was kicked out of the.
Never mind.
No, I don't have bars. Yeah. So, Trump didn't want it. He said the election was being stolen. So he said, like in a rally, he was like, "Hey guys, let's go kill everyone in Congress. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and just walk right over there and kill everyone." And I'm like paraphrasing. What are you saying?
Like he said that?
He didn't say that exactly, but like it was like like you read between the lines, you know. And he was like,
the facts don't matter. It's just, you know.
It's paraphrasing.
I'm just kidding.
Bro, go read a book. Go read a news article. Come on. No, not you. I'm talking about people who are listening. We talk about January 6th like all the fucking time. So this is like the fifth time I have to reiterate what it's about.
Essentially what Trump kind of did is, right there, it was the day where he was supposed to leave office, and he said, like, no, the election got stolen, like Joe Biden didn't actually get enough votes to beat me. And he was like saying to his followers, like, hey, like, this is bullshit, like, go tell him this is bullshit, like, you can go in there and take the Capitol. And they did, and nobody stopped them. And yeah, that's basically kind of what happened. Rough paraphrase, but yeah.
I remember I knew it was gonna happen too. I remember when it was happening, we were at the gym. Do you remember, Julie? It was back when the gym was outside and on top of a parking lot roof, because it was still when like COVID restrictions were insane. And I was watching on my phone, like the live playing of the votes, because I knew some shit was going down. I told everybody, I was like, bro, watch, tune in, like, this guy's crazy, we're living in a crazy time. And then when it started, like when they stopped halfway through, and it's because people broke in, I remember we like went home and we put it on TV as if it was like pay-per-view. Like we were so inclined, we were eating and watching it. We were like, damn, like I can't believe this is happening. It was blowing my mind. And then about like an hour into it, I just told my sister, I was like, hey, we should take shrooms. And we took shrooms, and then we at first we were like, we didn't have that many. The only reason we did is because we had some left over, and we were like, let's just, as if it was like Thanksgiving macaroni, we were like, let's just finish it, like, fuck it. I didn't think I was gonna feel anything. I was wrong. I felt a lot. I felt nauseous, felt like throwing up. I don't know if it was because of that disgusting display of American, what do I even call it? Anarchy?
You mean domestic terrorism?
Yeah, domestic terrorism. I don't know if that's what made me sick, but it could have been. But then, then I remember I was watching the news, and I could see like everybody's aura, and I could tell who was like good and who was bad.
Really?
And yeah, it was in a way, it was comforting for me. I think of it as always like a pivotal point in recent American history. And it's cool that like President Biden gave like a speech, and so did I think Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi today. About
did they actually?
Yeah, they gave a speech today.
And what they say?
I didn't listen. Come on, man. Fuck Sleepy Joe. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, holy shit.
On air.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's our president. I'm sorry, Mr. President. Please don't kill me.
We have one.
You know what I saw? I follow like a lot of like Native American pages now, and they were saying that as a Native American descendant, the only political party that you should be part of is the anarchist, like anarchy, because like you get it, because like it's like this is like the system that was like stolen. Well, I mean, it was put in place of something, right? So the only thing that you should want is to get rid of the system. And like I was like, damn, that's kind of hard. That's cool. Like I feel like that's kind of like it reminds me of like cowboys or like outlaws. But I don't know if I'm an anarchist. So the reason I bring all this up is because I told Julie and Brandon that I was gonna run for president. in like 3 years. And so I'm gonna fix a lot of the flaws in the United States.
So what are you gonna do?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna limit freedom of speech. Make sure there's no freedom of speech in there.
Control the media.
Control the media is next. Then okay, this is the perfect song for this. Hell yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna make sure nobody ever says anything bad about me. So I'm gonna outlaw any criticisms to my presidency. I'm gonna get rid of the terms. It's dumb. I don't know why we have terms.
Are you gonna lie to your constituents?
Come
Come on.
come on, bro.
Of course I am.
Of course I am. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna outlaw probably cannabis. Feel like I kind of mainly because I just want it to myself.
You want it to yourself.
I'll probably. What else can I get rid of?
Peace.
No, peace is already not here.
Patty with Patty says, "Wait, isn't this dictatorship?"
No. You see, this is what I want to. I want to get rid of that stigma of
that
like
stigma
of dictatorship. Yeah. It'll be like a dictatorship, but I'm not gonna call it dictatorship. I'll call it you're part of the Steve party. You're part of the Steve party.
You're gonna call it totalitarianism.
Yeah, I'll call it totally totalitarianism.
Totally.
Yeah, so it sounds like cool. So it sounds cool. Like it has that California swing on it.
It's totally. Wait, what are they? What are they? It's like, is fascism the one?
Fascism. Yeah.
Germany was fascist.
I think
don't nobody come after
but
me.
you know, how
come
come Stalin? I swear Stalin has Stalinism. No, am I tripping?
Stalinism?
Is that not a thing?
I don't think so.
I think it's just Marxism.
Marxists? Yeah.
Marxism or something?
You see how come Karl Marx can have his name and I can't? It's gonna be the Steve party.
The Steve party?
Yeah. How would you guys vote for me?
What are you gonna do for me though? Like,
oh, definitely. Like as a close friends, I'll make sure you can break all the laws. Yeah.
Can I be in the government? Like,
yeah, you can be in the
cabinet.
cabinet. Yeah.
Can I have California?
You can. Oh, you wanna be California governor?
I want to be the ruler of California.
The ruler?
Yeah.
I could probably post some streets
Can you
around,
make me
baby.
king of
Julie, what do you
California?
want? What do you want? Yeah, I'll make him king of California. What do you want?
I don't know.
I'll give you San Francisco. You can at least San Francisco.
I'll give you San
At least San Francisco.
If you want, you to be the queen of San Francisco.
Bet.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Can I also have? Can I just have like the West Coast?
The West Coast.
Yeah.
wait, you went from California to the West Coast? I don't know if I can give you all of that. I'm president. Like,
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying
some of that is mine. That I'm
well,
giving
no,
you.
because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build the militia, and we're gonna invade Canada. And
Oh no way! Really? Okay, I'm down for that. Yeah, you could have control of half of the United States.
the West Coast. If,
Yeah,
if I give you
as
Canada,
long as you give me Canada, yeah, and then we'll call it. It's
I'm confused.
then Mexico's after.
what are you confused about?
I'm like, does the president really have that much power, bro?
I mean, a
he's
year
not-
ago
he's
he
not
tried to
sup-
kill like.
He's not supposed to.
I guess in this reality. No, never mind. You know what? I'll just say it. No, never mind. It's a joke though. I was just gonna say like in this reality, I had I don't know. No. Actually, this one is too far. This one is too far.
Text me, bro.
Actually,
I'll
play Too Hot for TV real quick. Play our audio clip real quick,
just to make sure.
just to make sure everybody tune out for a second if this is too controversial for what I'm about to say.
Too hot for TV.
All right.
No, you know what? I am gonna text you, Brandon. I'm gonna
Alright.
tell you. You're gonna be my regulator. He's my VP. He's my
That's how
VP.
too hot for TV.
That's how I got California. And the West Coast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Evidence. This is evidence, bro.
Jay, do you remember what was your experience on January 6th? Like going back to
Bro, low-key.
What the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
Patty with a fatty Canada. Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing in my house? What are you saying, Julie?
Low-key, I have forgotten that we had gone to the gym earlier that day. Because I remember we were watching. I remember I was also watching it on my phone, and I remember when we got in the car and we were leaving the gym, and I remember I told you guys, I was like, bro, people broke into the Capitol.
Yeah.
Remember I started telling you guys, I was
remember.
like, bro, they broke in. Because remember. Because
Yeah,
I remember I told you there was like chaos going on, like because they were recording everything, and like you could see everything through the live of when like everyone just started moving and like people started hiding and like running, And then I remember I was like, what the fuck happened? Because from being in the gym to like moving into the car, I don't think I was looking at my phone until I sat down, and then I saw it, and then that's when I started reading like all the things that like people broke in, and like that's what was happening. And that's what I told you guys. And I remember I was like, what the fuck? I remember I was like, what is going on? I was like, is this real? The whole time
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
it
I
felt
was
like
questioning.
It didn't feel real.
I was like, is this real? And then I don't know what happened where we kind of just like, I think midday we kind of just like stopped like watching.
I think
or,
it's
like,
because
something.
it was like a stalemate. Like there weren't cameras inside that you could see, but there were still people inside. But all you could see basically was from far away,
Yeah.
from like out on the lawn of
Well, I
the
remember
Capitol.
Twitter, right? Because the people had phones in there, and they're
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
they're taking pictures, and they flew the Confederate flag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what always gets me? That picture that somebody took that was like on top of like what is it called? The house, where they get together and they talk. Somebody was taking a picture of the guy who had like his face painted. I remember he was sitting like where Kamala Harris usually sits, or I think actually Nancy Pelosi usually sits. And he's like waving like his fist in the air, and then there's like a bunch of Trump supporters sitting in the front with like their Make America Great Again hats, and everybody was talking about how iconic that picture is because it's like just regular fucking people like broke into the U.S. Capitol and were like they took the place of our politicians and our leaders.
I saw a video the other day that was showing like people who deny it, or like I don't know about
What do you
politicians.
mean deny it though?
Where they're like, it was actually Antifa, masquerading as Make America.
What's Antifa? What is that?
Anti-fascism? I think something like that, right? Patrick, fact check me on this.
Patty his name's Patty with a fatty, man. Come on now.
I'm just
Maybe it's Patricia, bro.
Patricia, Patty with a fatty. What do you prefer to be called?
Hey, what if he doesn't want to gender himself? What if he's like, I like being called Patty with a fatty?
That's what
I'm not accusing you. I'm not accusing you either.
That's why I asked him. I said, Patty with fatty. What do you prefer to be called?
Go ahead.
But yeah, I just thought that shit was crazy, bro. That it like happened. And it's funny because we did always talk about it before, or at least little parts of it. We always talked about like that day was crazy. And I remember the moment when we were on shrooms, and then everything had, I guess, chilled out or whatever. And I remember that first lady, that blonde lady, the one that had just been with Trump, like probably like a couple days ago, was saying that she was gonna vote against Biden, like going into office.
Yeah.
And she was the first, and she was gonna protest, and she was the first person who came back and was like, after the events that just happened here in the Capitol, I no longer want to I take it back. She legit said like, I take it back.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, this isn't real, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, this isn't real. I was like, is this really happening right now?
I jumped out of my seat as if I just saw Tobey Maguire come back in Spider-Man 3, bro.
Who's that lady that was like, there's a video of her where she was like, Hitler was right when he said, and this is true, remember?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
who it was?
Somebody said Hitler was right. Yeah,
and
I don't remember who it was. No.
Oh, but anyways, Antifa is a political protest movement comprising autonomous groups affiliated by their militant opposition to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology.
So, wait, extreme right-wing ideology?
I think they
said that they're opposed to extreme right-wing ideology.
But I think they're like what they supposedly do is they're kind of more violent in their protests. Supposedly, I don't know. I don't really know that much.
So what's the theory? The theory is that Antifa went there and they
made it look like Trump. They framed Trump.
For that. But like I said, like I know I was joking around and I was saying like a lot of dumb shit earlier, but he literally had a speech where most of the people who went to the U.S. Capitol were just at his rally. Like that was like 20 miles away. They all walked there, and I think Ruby, right? What was his name? Rudy?
Rudy Gobert, right?
Yeah, he literally said like, "You take it, like you take the win back, like with your bare fucking hands."
There's this quote that I found that he said, "We fight like hell. If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. So we're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. I love Pennsylvania Avenue, and we're going to the Capitol."
Yeah, you see, that was
at his like rally.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what could have caused all these angry Americans. Obviously, it was Antifa, though. Obviously. Trump was gonna give a speech today too. Like, I guess because in honor, but he canceled it. It was probably not a good idea.
Have you seen? Oh, what do you guys think about that thing that dropped the other day? Not
was
dropped,
saying?
but like, did
Dropped.
you see that it was not trending, but like there was like it was on TikTok, and I assume it was trending on Twitter. About some Canadian professor of political science who said he estimates that the United States
Oh,
is going to
yeah.
become fall into dictatorship by 2024.
Yeah, it relates to what we were talking about 2 weeks ago on the podcast too.
Mhm.
We literally were saying about how I feel that our like Roman society, right? Like how the Romans fell. Like our society is gonna fall. At least our way of government is in the United States.
Mhm.
The way it's going right now. And you sent me that like off the show, right? Off camera. And I immediately thought of like, damn, it might be true, man. Other people are saying it. It might be the end of the United States. But I mean hopefully
I mean,
not,
a lot
right?
of people are into like communism and stuff.
Hopefully, something better
Like
takes
they
its
they
place.
just don't want to do like the whole like capitalist society and all that stuff. anymore.
Well, I mean, communism, the only reason why communism always is like shaky to me is just because in our history, it's always been overtaken by like fascists, right? Dictators, how we were talking about earlier. It's there's like this meme that I remember I sent a Brandon a long time ago. That's like Karl Marx when he forgets to add a human nature.
When he forgets to account for human nature.
Yeah. So it basically was saying like it was a critique on communism that like the idea of communism is
It's
nice,
They're
right?
saying, I think a lot of criticism it gets is that it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
For people, like people aren't as ideal. Like it's an ideal world, but people aren't ideal, right?
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
Like the whole like sharing and like everybody pay the same and like nobody's poor, nobody's rich either. It's like ideally it doesn't sound bad because everybody's like sustaining each other, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, people are not perfect. There's gonna be always someone who like wants to take power. I mean, that's how we see Stalin, Hitler, like we were talking about earlier. Like in our history, we haven't seen it. I don't know what would make. If anything, it'd be harder now with communism because I feel like there's so many more people. And there's so many more like cynical people out there, especially like people living off the internet. I saw a thing on TikTok that was saying that like a lot of people on TikTok need to shut the fuck up because like it's filled with a generation that was forced to like stay at home for already now what like 2 years, gonna be 3 years if it continues to the end of this year. And how like people have become so like the whole thing of touch grass, like go outside and touch grass is kind of true. Like people forgot how to like socialize. Like people want to micromanage people on the internet as if like the internet isn't a real place. It's not a real place, guys. It's like turn it off, walk around, take a walk, talk to people in real life. It's like because people act different whether you're on the internet or not. I mean, even you, like when I message you guys like stuff on the internet, like my tone is different, the way I speak is different as opposed to when we have a conversation in real life, you know?
So what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. It's scary, bro. I feel like there's a lot of like things a lot of things are on the breaking point. You know what I mean? One thing that makes me happy though is that we all came together to watch Spider-Man 3 though. It was like it was like a paradise. Everybody came together to watch Spider-Man 3.
Movies bring us together, bro.
That's exactly why I love movies. And that's exactly why I love movies.
That's weird.
Like that guy who was doing a backflip in the movie theater when Tobey Maguire came out. Have you seen that video? He does a fucking. Somebody was like, "Yo, Spider-Man was fighting Green Goblin in the third row because it's a guy doing a backflip, but like you can only see his outline."
I've seen the one where they're like, I get it was cool that Tobey Maguire came back, but relax. And it's a video where the guy has the flash on and he's running up to everybody. He's like, Tobey Maguire. They're in the theater.
Bro, my favorite ones are also the one where they start chanting like it's as if it's a stadium. They're like, Toby. And I'm like, damn, it's a whole event. Even when we went, it was like the first big event. Even though we went to like Dodger Stadium, SummerSlam, like I feel like lately because of the surge, you don't really go to events where there's a lot of people. At least you try to avoid them, right? But we went to go see Spider-Man packed. It wasn't as packed as it'd be pre-pandemic, but like it was still like packed to the brim, overflowing with people, and like people's like roaring and reactions to me. It made me feel safe. Like it made me feel like we really did come together. I know I brought it up as a joke, but I really do think like Spider-Man 3 was one of the things that was like a silver lining for me. I was like, no, like you see, people can like be civil and survive with each other, but then you look at the side of the movie theater workers who like work there, they show videos of like
Oh, how it's
popcorn.
trash.
Yeah, there's like popcorn drinks on the floor. Somebody just straight up like just dumped their soda on the floor. I used to work at a movie theater too, so honestly, like
So you think the pandemic made us worse?
the pandemic's made us worse. Yeah, I think so. In terms of like how we think about other people. Remember, yesterday I was talking to a good friend of mine. I was telling him how I truly believe that like the common person is like good. We talked about this on the show before. Um, but like lately, I feel like people are more inclined to be cynical. They're not necessarily bad people, but they're just more inclined to be like, that guy probably doesn't give a shit about me, or that guy I don't give a shit about him. Like, and I feel like deep down it's still like the common person still exists, like the common good person. It's harder to kind of like find the urge to help other people because obviously the pandemic, like don't get close to anyone, social distance. And these are things we had to do and we have to do in order to get out of the pandemic, and that's understandable. But to me, I also feel like it's taught people not to trust each other, and like that's only made like our division like way worse. I mean, when January 6th happened, I remember I thought of it as like maybe this will be a turning point. But I feel like things in terms of like our society as a community, like not in terms of our laws, things have only gotten worse. Like objectively, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Like I mean, prices are going up. Like people all time paranoid crime in LA all time up. Like things have only gotten worse. But and I feel like we've only adapted to it to the point where like to us we just got used to it. Like it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of sad though that it kind of just got worse.
Mhm.
Because it's true. Because it was like, I remember we've talked about this so many times where it was like, where the idea of like society was gonna like crash, but yet we still didn't come together. Like instead we divided ourselves and all that. And I think that's like the scary part and all that.
That
And-
everyone's for themselves.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that thing that the Joe Rogan guy, the guy who?
Oh,
who-
the
guy. Who,
explain to my sister. I don't think she knows.
So, from my understanding,
Mhm.
Joe Rogan had a guest. I forgot his name, but he's the guy responsible for like the mRNA like technology,
Uh-huh.
like for the vaccine. I don't think specifically, but he studied mRNA.
Yeah,
Like,
he was one of the first few researchers to study, and like he helped like basically the mRNA vaccine wouldn't be where it is right now without him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's on Joe Rogan, and then it was obviously blowing up because he was criticizing like the handling of COVID,
Mhm.
and he's vaccinated, he said, but
Yeah.
basically it got removed. He got banned from Twitter. He got banned from Twitter. And what else? LinkedIn or something like that.
I only
don't
know
know.
Twitter. I only know
I don't
Twitter.
know. But he got banned from a bunch of like, and the episode got banned from a bunch of places. And people were like, the guy who made the vaccine like gets banned for coming out about COVID. I don't know. I don't really know that much about it, but I just was wondering thoughts.
Yeah, so he's credited. He's a doctor, full on doctor, and like if you go on the like patents for mRNA, his name is on there. So he's not like some rando trying to convince people of this like thing, and he's not even that pissed off about it either. He's like, yeah, I just got banned because I was saying that he criticized the way the government handled the distribution and like and just like the efficacy of like vaccines.
Mhm.
He said that he kind of didn't like the way the government was doing it, and he kept getting like striked by Twitter. And the official like somebody who works for Twitter headquarters, they officially came out and said a statement, and they said that any account that has 5 violations, we ban automatically permanently. And since he had like said like a lot of opposing things to how the vaccine was being handled and delivered, he got banned. And he was saying Joe Rogan was pissed. he was like, how does the guy who like basically almost invented the mRNA get like booted off Twitter just because he didn't like the way the government is doing it? I mean, I made those jokes about like, oh, I'm gonna limit freedom of speech, but like that is limiting freedom of speech. I mean, I'm not that guy to be out here and be like, fuck Twitter, like full of a cesspool of incels. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. Like Twitter is mainly like to me a funny place. Like I like seeing people's reactions, and I'm not somebody who's gonna get pissed off so easily because like people have different opinions. But like I think something like that is like, you asking me my thoughts. I feel like something like that is bad. It's like kind of scary. It's like why would you ban somebody for just like saying opposing things? Like I get if you think it's misinformation, but like he literally all
It
he did
wasn't-
was criticize.
Yeah. I also feel like it wasn't like he was threatening anyone or like, or I don't know if he was. Was he? I mean, what did he say?
No, no,
was
he didn't
just
threaten
like-
anyone.
He
He
didn't.
didn't.
I
But
don't.
just like, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird, like for that guy especially. Like what?
I saw a comment that said like they always say like listen to the doctors, scientists, listen to the researchers, and then they get blocked. They're the ones who get blocked by Twitter.
It's like don't look up, bro.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Damn, don't put that out there, Julie. That's like that's like saying
Well,
The world's gonna end. I mean, at this rate. Not kidding.
I think I don't know. I don't know how to feel anymore. Like it's weird because I'm not very politically literate. So
Yeah.
whatever political takes I give, they're not. Don't listen to them. I'm just but I don't know. I feel like the more I see this kind of stuff, I kind of see how important it kind of is to be like well read about this kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's weird. Like what is it? Like how remember when CNN was like pushing everywhere that Joe Rogan took horse medicine?
yeah.
And then he had the guy from CNN on there, and he was like, "Oh, well, sorry about that." And he's like, "No, you straight up lied about me."
Mhm.
Like like that is kind of scary. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like they're presented as the good guys. You know what I mean? And then like at the same time, you have like the other people like Fox News and like like Tucker Carlson, who always give like it was obviously always lying about all kinds
Yeah.
of shit. Basically what I'm trying to say is like it's weird because it's like if you're not well read, like I guess I can see how like there's CNN and Fox News. It's kind of like both sides kind of
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
get their finger. Like it shows malintent on both sides. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I don't know. And it's weird because a lot of people are like, "Well, you can't be like, I'm in the middle because like I don't know." But I just feel
Fence sitter.
Yeah, because it's what do they say about it? Like you're part of the problem if you're not.
Yeah,
don't pick
because
a
you gotta
side.
be. I mean, you gotta have an opinion, man. You gotta have an opinion, and you gotta like let it be known. Because I mean, I was talking to like some homies, and we were talking about like what does a responsible adult do, and we were saying one of the things to me is like a tell of how healthy and how well somebody cares about their health is if they exercise or they don't. I think as a responsible adult, you should exercise, whether that's walking, going to the gym, or like running. I think a responsible adult takes care of themselves physically. And me and my homies, they were saying like they're saying like that's one thing that like the past generations didn't really like understand, but they also didn't have the privilege of doing. Like we were talking about like our pops and everything, like because that shit catches up to you if you don't take care of your body. When you're old and you're gray, like it really does hurt you. But anyways, the reason this relates is I think another thing that a responsible adult does is a responsible adult educates themselves in what's going on like politically, because bro, I mean that's like literally why we're in our problems right now.
Well, it's like it's also kind of like what I'm kind of trying to get at is like it's tough because like you'll kind of be like, oh, this seems like a good like this seems like the right side, and then something will kind of come out and you go, oh, you're kind of like you're very biased.
Yeah.
You're not actually trying to educate people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's weird because like I feel like sometimes TikTok of all places has like well they'll kind of be like, oh well, this is this explained, and it feels kind of weird, right? Because it's like I don't know if I trust this guy. I just don't know who to trust. You know what I mean? So it's
I
kind of
get
like,
you. Just really quickly, I'm gonna read some of these comments. So Patty with the Fatty said, Antifa, you mean the traitors? Patty with the Fatty, I can be the city's Batman, guys. I just need some sponsors and fundraising. And then he put like the little emoji face. And then Hod's Rip said Vun.rant. He put like a curse on us or something. I don't know what that means. But yeah.
well, interesting topic.
Yeah.
Kind of
Wait.
a little over.
Did we? Okay, I'm sorry. Go
We're
ahead.
chilling.
Yeah, go ahead, Julie.
We're chilling. You can go.
Oh, well, compared to this, my thing is kind of uneventful.
What was your thing?
Well, I have a turtle. If you didn't know,
Okay.
He's a tortoise, and I think it's like something like all tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises. But anyways, I lost him, and I was
Really?
There's good news. There's good news.
Okay.
Uh,
It's like just you won't believe what happens next.
what day was it when I came over to your house? And
You're always at my fucking house, man.
it was the day that you left. It was the last time I saw you, basically.
I don't know, like
Like
Monday,
Monday.
I
Sun-
left so many times.
Sunday. It might be Sunday.
No, remember I brought like beers, and then you were like, "I'm out of here," and I was like, we did the gravity bunk."
Might be.
New Year's?
Oh
no,
yeah, was it?
Was it?
Was it New Year's?
I think it was.
I think
yeah.
it was New Year's.
Okay.
Well, whenever New Year's was, it had been raining before, and my turtle has an indoor tank, and he doesn't like it because it's turtles can't see glass, and that's my fault. I didn't know when I got the
Turtles can't see glass.
that kind of turtle.
Oh, okay.
It's not that he can't. It confuses them. They're like,
Oh,
"What-
okay.
What's going on?"
Oh, I
And
get
so
you.
He'll just kind of.
It's like
so I
magic.
So I feel bad when he's in there, so I try not to have him in there. So I built him a long time ago, like an outdoor enclosure. It's big. You guys have seen
Yeah,
it.
I've seen it. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I built it for him, and it had finally stopped raining, and I was like, oh, he can go outside, like he won't freeze, and so I put him in there, and he's escaped so many times from that. Like I have no idea how he does it.
Really?
I've watched him, and like I'm like, how the fuck does he do it? And I thought like I was like, I had made so many modifications. I was like, there's no way he can get out. Like he had escaped like a million times, and I put him in there, and I was like, he'll be fine because I checked on him like 3 times. And I came home, and it was kind of getting dark. It was already dark when I was going home, and I was like, I gotta get the turtle, put him inside because it's kind of cold. And I looked, and I was like, wait, he's not here. Like, he escaped. And I remember I was like,
Mom,
"No,
Mom.
yeah. I went, I was like, Mom, my turtle. And I was like, Ryan, my little sister. I was like, Ryan. Oh, oops. My little sister. I was like, where's my turtle? And like I was out there for like an hour in the middle of the night, like looking for my turtle, and I was like, oh no, like he got out. And I was like, well, not only did he have to escape from that box, which is already, I imagine, really tough, but he had to escape my yard. And I followed him around. There's hardly anywhere where he can get out. There's only one place where he can get out, and he never really goes there. But I searched everywhere, and I was like, he's not here. Like I feel like he got out. And I was like, one of two things happened. Either a bird got him, which I was like, I feel like that wouldn't happen though, because there's like I put a thing over his tank.
Okay.
Over it, like it's a tree, but it covers it, like it has branches, and I feel like no way, like, and there's never really any hawks around where in that tree because and the dog likes to follow him around, so I'm like, nah, like there's no way. And I was like, but if he got out, I feel like if I was a kid and I saw like a random turtle on the street, I'd take it. I was like, somebody probably took him. So I made signs, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put up signs. And I remember my sister put them in Starbucks, and the Starbucks
Really?
called.
How long? Okay, keep going. No, actually, keep going.
And the Starbucks called, and they're like, oh, like it was some girl from Starbucks. She was like, oh, what's your sign about? And I was like, oh, like maybe she has my turtle. And she was like, oh, I was like, oh, like I lost my tortoise. And she was like, oh, well, I'll keep a lookout. I got a bunch of calls of people just asking, like, you lost your turtle? like, and I was like, yeah, like it's ridiculous, but like he escapes before.
They're faster than they make them seem in the cartoons.
He's really fast. Like a lot of people, like I'll tell people like, oh, he's fast, and people are like, yeah, sure. But like I swear, he's
No,
really
I've seen him,
fast.
bro.
Yeah.
I've seen him move. He's fast.
And he's crazy because like sometimes I'll put him somewhere, and like I have a porch, and I'll put him on the porch because like he can walk around, but he can't leave because there's an edge, and he's not dumb. I remember one time I was just looking at him, like sitting on the porch, and he looked around, and he just jumped off, like, like he got in his shell, and I was like, this dude's crazy. But anyways, I had put up signs everywhere, and no one was calling. I was like, I think a couple days in, I was like, I think he's gone. Like he's gone for good, and I was pretty bummed because I really like that turtle. But then on Wednesday, I was sleeping, and then my sister woke me up. She's like, "We found the turtle!" And
really?
Yeah. And he was just in the backyard.
Really?
Yeah, but I swear, like I looked dozens of times,
bro.
Everywhere.
He came back.
He had a DreamWorks Pixar like adventure.
And
Yeah.
and so now, never going outside unsupervised.
It had probably like just rained, and he got caught like in a stream going down the sewer, and then he went down the sewer where he met these rats.
And they showed him, like,
but they were friendly rats.
They showed him like he was like, man, fuck living in a house. Like I want to be like a wild tortoise.
But he kept thinking about you. Yeah,
he
was
like, family.
And they were like, nah, like you got it good. And I was like, but yeah, that was the highlight of my week.
Bro, I remember when we were younger, our cat Puffy, He's like this gray cat. He's 14 years old, which is insane because he's older than my nephew. Like he's like half. He's like a little bit over half of my age.
I'm only
It's
7
crazy.
years older than him.
Yeah, like, he's old. Anyways, he used to get into a lot of mischiefs when he was like younger. I remember one time I got home from I think Divine Savior when we were in middle school, and fucking he was like all wet. He was like all covered in like water. I was like, what the fuck? What happened to this guy? And then I look at the fish tank, and the top of the fish tank had broke. Like, so what he did is we had these fishes in these fish tank, and more than likely he sat on top of it, just like looking at the fish. And then he's really fat. He was really fat at the time. It just like crushed under him, and he just fell into the water. And he was probably like swimming in there. And he was like, oh shit! I don't even know how he got out. Honestly, I could have gotten home, and like I just see like Puffy floating in the fishbowl, like dead. Like I don't know how he swam, but he did. He got out. And I remember this one time. Do you remember Puffy also ran away for like a week, and then he came home, and then ever since then he had like a cat girlfriend that would always wait outside for him. It was like this white cat. But then one day we drove by and it was run over.
Damn.
Yeah. And ever since then, Puffy, I feel like
he went into a depression.
Yeah.
Affected him?
I genuinely do think so. I feel like two of my pets I always remember as like depressed animals. Puffy when that happened, and then this other dog Cookie, because she also saw like a
dog die.
A dog die, yeah. And I could feel that she was depressed. Like she, you know, when you see a dog, like it jumps on you and like it's like happy to see you. When I would come home, I remember Cookie. She would come up to me. She would come up to me and just like sit there and just wait for me to pet her. But she wouldn't wag her tail or jump on me. And she wouldn't. She used to give like kisses because she was a good jumper. She was like a midget, but she would like
I remember her.
Yeah, she was a good dog, bro.
She got depressed after.
Yeah, she got depressed. She was never the same.
I feel like that happens with animals. Do you remember my orange cat?
Yeah.
Well, she passed away a long time ago. I assume she just stopped showing up. You know, I feel like cats do that. Like,
Yeah.
They just kind of don't come back one day.
Mhm.
But where I live, there's lots and lots of coyotes because there's like a mountain not that far. And I remember we had her and a sister when we got it. It was she was black and white, and it was this orange cat. They were kittens, and we'd let them play outside because they wouldn't go far. Like we'd watch them. And I think in the morning one day, my mom just put them out in the yard just to play for a little bit. And like she literally for like it wasn't even gone that minute. She literally went inside and went back out, and she heard like the cat screaming, and a coyote like came right up to our house and like was tearing apart like the
cat,
the black and white cat. And she lived though.
Oh really?
My mom saved her, and she like rushed her to the vet, and she got messed up, but she lived, and like we nursed her back to health.
Really?
But I remember my orange cat was like watching, like, you know, and she got traumatized from that because after that she was like, most cats don't last long in that neighborhood, I think, because like
there's a lot of coyotes.
Yeah. So, but she was around for like almost 10 years. So
damn,
I feel like she kind of like learned from that. But,
she literally saw it with like her eyes wide open, like yeah.
She was like, well, because they were tiny when they're like this. So.
Oh shit! Like really small cats.
They were kittens.
Oh.
They were kittens when it happened.
So, oh yeah, she was like, oh, never gonna cat meat lacking.
Yeah, never. She's like, it could just happen to anybody.
Going back to the chats right now. Mysterious Jax on the TGN chat said, Primos letting all these adults know that they're not being responsible. LOL. Nah, but seriously, you guys are speaking facts.
Thank you. I know. I know Spanish, English, and then my third language is facts. Because I only speak facts.
And then Patty with Patty on the YouTube live chat said, you should wrap
a balloon around him. Oh yeah,
I've seen
that.
I was so sad when I lost it. I was really sad.
Wait, so you found them you found them yesterday?
I found him yesterday.
Oh, literally yesterday?
Yeah, I literally was like, I think like either a bird got him or someone stole him. And I was like, I hope someone stole him and they just give him a good home. Like I was like, I don't care. Like just make sure he's cool, because like I don't know, I just like that turtle. He has a lot of personality.
What's his name again?
I'm happy for you, honestly, because I could tell that's something that really does bum you out.
What's his name again?
His name's Todoroki, but I added it, so his name is now Tank Myers.
Tank Myers and Todoroki?
It's Todoroki the Tank Myers.
Todoroki Myers? That's cool. That sounds like a main character name.
They're supposed to live like 50 years. So
really?
Yeah.
So you think like when we're what? How old is he right now?
when I got him, they told me he was like maybe like a year old, and so
Oh damn! And how old is he now?
I got him in like 2020, so he's probably going on 2, 3.
And you,
So you're
And you-
telling me when we're
Like
when we're
70.
like 70, this guy might still be alive, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
bro, remember when you got him and when we were like fucking like 20 years old?
Yeah, that's why I'm like I feel like that's why I was really bummed when he got lost.
Bro.
Bro, I was like I feel like
Bro, because that means literally like Julie, you and me could have grandkids, and like they'll be like, bro, this is his turtle. Like here's a picture of us with him
how do
when we were
you
just.
how do you take care of a turtle?
well there's so the
Do you
one
take
I
him to
have,
the vet?
Yeah, how do you take care of
so
it?
the one I have is a Russian tortoise.
Okay.
And they're like they don't get very big. He's about the size he is now is about the size he's gonna stay. He might get a little bigger, but that's about as big as he gets. And from the research I know, they can be outside like in Southern California where we are. They
Almost all the time.
all the time, pretty much, as long as it's not like raining and pouring. But I
Yeah.
mean, if you have a shelter for him, they'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
Which I want to build now. 'Cause,
Yeah. He
But
he clearly needs more.
yeah,
He clearly wants more.
Yeah. So that and then you feed them like they eat like dandelion greens.
You buy at the store or what?
Yeah, and romaine lettuce.
Oh, really?
So it's like $1 to feed him like every.
Really?
That's why I was like, he's so cool. Like he just he just eats lettuce and chills all the time. Like,
I see the connection, bro.
like that's what I want to be. Like
Does your dog like fuck around with him?
no, he just smells him and then he just kind of follows him around, but not in like a mean way. He just kind of like
He's curious.
He's just like.
Did
"What
you
are
ask your dog where is he?
I was like, I wish you could like sniff him out. I was like, what happened? that was another reason though that I was like, there's no way he got out because the dog would not let him. Like, because the dog just like the turtle would take like 5 steps and the dog would take like 1 step and just follow him. So I was like, there's no way. Like the turtle would not go.
Like that's
away.
my boy. Like I told him to look after him.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. And I was like, thank God he's back. But now, bro, never unsupervised.
And how we were saying like it's like a Pixar like Disney movie. What if his arc was that he realized he had it too good and he came back? What was your arc?
That I gotta treat that turtle better.
It was like your kid ran away from home.
Yeah, I was
You were like,
I was too hard on him.
maybe I was too hard. Maybe I was too controlling.
Well,
There was things I could have done
I
better.
remember my parents could tell I was bummed, and I was like, "Man, I like that turtle." And my dad was like, "Well, you can get another one." And I was like, "I need time.
I need time.
I need time." Because I was like, I wish he got bigger. Like, I wish he got bigger
Mhm.
so that he could just be out. Because then if he was big enough, like, he genuinely just can't get out.
Yeah.
But he's like this, so like, he can slip
Yeah.
out. But like the big ones, they live like 100, 200 years.
Mm.
100 years, so it'll probably outlive me. So I was like,
It might be too much.
yeah.
Too much of an existential crisis every time you see him. Like,
Right.
damn, bro, I'll just be a memory for him.
I feel like that's dope though. I feel like I'll be like my grandkids, like in the 2110, they'll be like, oh, this is like my grandpa's turtle. Like he's
Here's a picture of him, and it's like you with like
It's
a
you
big
with the-
cheese and smile, and then like this is my grandpa now, and it's
'Cause-
you like in a wheelchair.
because I kind of want one. I kind of if like I ever get my own place with a big yard, I was like, I think I want one that gets big, because then like
you'll look at her around and be like, wow.
well, because then we'll kind of be around for the same amount of time. Then when I turn like 100, I'll probably
are there
I'll
any
out of here.
are there any natural predators to turtles, or like at least that big?
The big turtles?
Yeah, the big ones.
I don't think so.
All
Like,
right.
Who's gonna check them?
Well, because I remember I remember when I was a kid, I went to the zoo safari in like Mexico, and they had like big turtles, and they had like a cracked like shell, like, and I was like, how'd they get that? How'd that happen?
I think I remember. Well,
Do you
'cause
remember
I-
the crocodile
At the zoos?
video?
Oh, where it just
It just like eats a turtle and
Yeah.
it cracks through its shell. Damn.
Patty with Fatty said, I used to have those turtles you would get in downtown, and I got 4 and named them after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The ones that are like I think are in like the small like little water jar.
isn't there something like controversial about those?
They're like mad illegal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like you're not supposed to have them. I remember like a few years ago. Do you remember we were in Chinatown and they had like a bunch of them and they told me I couldn't film, but it was already too late. I had already
Yeah.
started filming, and I used the footage in like a school project.
I remember. But yeah, I'm glad the turtle's back.
It feels like it's gonna be a good year. It's gonna
That
be a
I
good
was
year.
really bummed because I was like, man,
You know what's weird? I could tell you were bummed about something, but I figured it was the other thing.
Nah, I was like, man, fucking turtle's gone.
You're like, fuck, man.
Because I was like, how do you lose a turtle? Like nobody saw him. Like he's a turtle. Like
Bro, that's how I felt about my dog Clifford. Clifford was obese, partially blind, partially deaf, and he wouldn't move. Like he would walk like at the speed of a snail, and we lost him. Like
I remember
bro,
I
how
saw
do-
it one time.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, bro, I think your dog got away.
yeah. Were we hanging out or were you just like in the neighborhood?
It was after we went to school.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we had gone to school and I was going into the house. Then I get a phone call from Brandon, and I was like, "What's up, bro?" He's like, "Hey, bro, I think your dog's like down the street." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Right here. I'm seeing him." And he said that he was walking. He looked at you
And he kept
and
going.
he kept walking, right?
And then I remember he told me, he was like, bro, can you like grab him? And I just like put my hand on his collar, and he was like, okay.
Yeah, bro, I loved Clifford. He was like the most wholesome. Like he wouldn't hurt a fly, bro. Except this one time when he was really young,
Nah,
he almost
he-
killed Shaggy.
He would kill bees, bro.
Oh yeah.
Why did dogs eat bees?
I don't know. I remember one time my little dog Princess ate one. And she had like a big snout, looking like Goofy.
Because I know a lot of dogs eat bees. Like, is it like? I remember my cousin had told me like
They
it's
have
because they're
honey.
sweet.
They have
Like,
honey, no?
They're like candy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, really? Like,
No, that's probably true.
really? You think so?
Yeah, because I remember my dog Lucky. For those of you who don't know, like damn, in my lifetime I've had probably like 20 dogs. My dog Lucky, I remember he would get like pissed off at flies. Like he hated when flies would fly around him, so he would wait purposely until like it would come here, and then he'd bite it and he'd eat flies. He'd eat the flies in midair. It was pretty impressive. My favorite was when I would see a fly come and I'd be like, oh, he doesn't even know. He doesn't know that this is the last day on this planet.
I literally was gonna put out like a statement like, "Help me find my turtle." But
On Twitter?
Yeah, but I was like, nah, like.
That's too much. Doing too much.
Well, I
like-
was like, maybe word will get around. Like maybe people think it's funny and they'll unwittingly share it.
I get you.
Should have put it. Never mind.
What would you have done if people came with like a doppelganger turtles? Like there was a line, at least like 10 people
know
with-
him? How would you know
Come
him?
on, bro. Look at this guy. I know it's him.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what'd you do if they come with like doppelgangers?
I bet that's not him. No, that's another thing I was thinking. I was like, I gotta like put like a Sharpie on him. Like,
Tattoo him.
Yeah, like tattoo his shell. So I know it's him.
You should, or like,
Or
put a
you
little-
should analyze him and be like, what's the one thing he has that you would think?
Yeah, I was like, there's no other turtle has.
Oh, you
this.
know what? You should use nail polish and like
And
color his shell.
Color his
Is
shell.
that bad?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
I don't
It
know.
shouldn't be. I imagine like it's the same as like a car, right? Like
Yeah, right?
it shouldn't hurt him.
Yeah.
It'd be funny too if like every new season, like for Halloween, you put like Freddy Krueger on him.
I remember because
Right.
I already go on walks, but I remember I was like always like maybe he's around here somewhere.
That was the real reason you
He was
started
going
taking
on
more
walks.
Dude, I get scared of my kitty. Also, like right now she's outside. Before we left, she literally ran out the door. So right now she's outside. I get scared for her just because she's wild. She's a little hoe, but it's okay. I love her. She's really affectionate with people. So like if somebody's just like, damn, I really fuck with this cat. I'm gonna take it.
That's the one thing about cats, huh? Like you can't really like keep them, like unless you
Yeah.
actually like really cage them.
Yeah.
But I feel bad about that. But don't they like people say like they destroy the environment, don't they? Aren't like
Cats?
yeah,
Really?
like birds, like native birds,
Mhm.
like a lot of them go extinct, and they say it's because of house cats.
Oh, because they get rodents and shit.
No, birds. Like
No, I know,
little
but
birds.
because cats get rodents and birds need rodents.
no,
to
they
eat
eat
ro-
the birds. Like
Oh,
cats-
they eat the birds. No, yeah.
And
No,
same
yeah.
thing- yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I guess why people get mad, but like I don't know, I feel bad.
I'm always worried about Puffy running away because I'm like, I know he's getting at the old age.
He's
and
14. He's
and
been
I'm
at the
kinda
old
like,
age.
well, yeah, but I'm kind of like, I don't want him to leave, bro.
Oh, I get
It'll
you.
traumatize me if
I
he
get
Some
you.
leaves.
cats live long. Have you seen that one? There's like a few cats that make it to like 30.
Dude, yeah, I've seen on TikTok. I saw somebody put their 23-year-old cat,
Gee.
and like it looks healthy. It looks perfectly healthy too.
Well, that's the one thing that always trips me out about my turtle. I'm like, dang, if I play my cards right, you're gonna be around for a long time.
Mhm.
So yeah, it does kind of.
If you had a big turtle and like the ones that live like 200 years, and you passed it down like generations,
That's what I wanted.
no, but I was saying like the generation that maybe fucks up and kills the turtle, would forever be like all of the past ones would be like, damn, for real, bro. 6 generations, and it had to be you.
You know, I had a friend in high school who had a giant turtle, like a giant
Really?
turtle, like
How
the
big?
one,
How
like the
big?
ones in zoos.
Really?
Like a giant turtle. Like he ultimately gave it to the zoo because he was like, I can't take
Really?
care of it. Yeah,
Damn.
I never saw it, but like he showed me pictures. Yeah,
That's cool. How did you even get that?
I don't know. I remember one time in middle school, my mom was driving us home, and there was a giant tortoise in the middle of the street, and then my mom was like, "Oh, like let's take that," and then some dude ran out and got
Let's
it,
take-
so I guess it was theirs.
I'm dead.
Or maybe they were also like, let's take that
Yeah.
tortoise. They beat you by 1 second.
That's why when he got lost, I was like, nah, like nobody's gonna just look at a turtle and leave it. You know what I mean? Like, it's too cool.
It's too cool. They're like, damn, let's take this turtle.
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I've always been too much of a dog person.
You don't. So you don't think? Let's say you're out on the street and you just see a random like tortoise just walking. You're like, that shouldn't be here.
I'd be like, that shouldn't be there, but I don't know if I would take it.
You
but,
wouldn't take it.
but that's
like-
what I'm saying. I think it's because like I'm too my history's too embedded in dogs. Every time I see a stray dog, one of my first thoughts is like, damn, should I take that dog?
Mm.
Which is weird. That's why like if you live where I live, I was about to give off where I live. If you live where I live, like you better hope you don't lose a dog, because it might end up in my front yard.
Bro, I feel like you have the perfect backyard for a tortoise to run around.
A tortoise.
Yeah, you just run around. That's why I feel like they're cool. They just like.
I feel like my dog
feel like our
Rocky.
dogs wouldn't let
yeah,
it.
I feel like my
You
dog
think so?
Rocky would fuck with it.
You think he
heavy.
would?
He would he would really fuck with it. Yeah, he likes being like kind of like an asshole.
You guys should get a big one.
Like a
Yeah.
big turtle
Yeah.
bites fucking Rocky's leg. Rocky's all bark no bite though. He just likes being a little punk. It's because he's young.
Yeah,
He's a teenager, you know.
He'll grow out of it.
Yeah, he'll grow out of it. He'll calm down. But I remember I got a nose ring for those of you who just listened to the podcast, and I remember I was giving him his little kisses, and he fucking like punched me with his paw,
Yeah.
like he was straight up like decking right in my nose, like he hit me right on it, and I was like, Rocky, you dick, like you knew, because like they probably can smell it, and I was like, Rocky, you knew, you fuck, he straight up punched me. It was the first time I've ever been punched by a dog.
Bruh.
Yeah.
All right. So for this last part
Oh yeah. Sorry.
of the show, I'm gonna give you guys. We're gonna play another game of Would You Rather.
Okay,
Oh, we're gonna play Would You Rather. Wow.
okay, let's do it.
To end in a lighter note, you know.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So first one. Remember, these are just scenarios, bro.
Okay.
Are these soft? These are
okay.
softballs.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
What the fuck? I feel like 10 minutes into the future.
10 or 150. Yeah, I feel like the only way 150 would be useful is if I look and it's like a bad future, and I'm like, but I feel
Bruh,
like
I'd be haunted. That's the beginning of a plot right there.
No, but like let's say you look into 150 and you're like, you see that there's like a problem, like humans are trying to solve this problem. I'm like,
It's like 10 minutes.
no, that's why
I know what you're saying.
I'm like, but like, would that be useful? Because I feel like nobody would listen anyways.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
It'd be like, don't look
It's
up.
kind of like, man, it's not my problem. Like, you know, 150. So
I'd be like, oh, what a waste. I should have gotten 10 minutes.
I feel like I'd do 10 minutes because then I could like, I don't know.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
10 minutes.
All right. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Team up, bro. I'm a regular human. Like,
yeah, what do you mean? team up?
Like, I'm not
be-
fighting anyone. They're protecting me.
You'd be their sidekick, bro.
Their sidekick.
Do I get powers?
Probably.
Probably.
Captain Marvel's powers or
Wonder Woman's?
I feel like I like Captain Marvel's powers. They're kind of cool. She can like fly into space and shit. I don't know. Wonder Woman can.
Oh, she can.
Can she?
Wonder Woman can fly, yeah.
She can.
No,
she
but I
can
said into
fly.
space.
She has the lasso of truth, bro.
Would I get my own lasso of truth?
Sure.
I feel like I'd rather not know if people are lying.
You'd
It's
rather-
too much.
But who would win in a fight, Captain Marvel or
Wonder Woman?
yeah? I feel like Wonder Woman, no? Isn't she like a god?
Isn't she from like a different planet?
Remember, isn't Captain Marvel like, bro? She fought Thanos.
Yeah, but I feel like Wonder Woman could beat Thanos. Without
You
the
know
god-
what? Let's not get into this. Let's not get into this.
I
We're
think
gonna
I-
start. They're coming in droves in the comments already.
Yeah, oh, the action.
Yeah, like it's too much like comic book shit. That
I feel
know.
like I'd go with Wonder Woman because then I could go to her island.
Okay, I'd go with Captain Marvel.
Bruh. All right, next one. Let's see. Oh, okay. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Mm,
And anyone in the chat,
Fuck, that one's crazy.
and
That
anyone
one's
in the
crazy.
chat can answer this.
tough, like prison jail.
Yes, jail. It just says jail
Prison?
for 5 years,
What do you-
Prison for 5 years,
or be in a coma for a
10
decade.
for a decade. Fuck,
That's tough because I feel like,
that is
well,
tough.
'cause, like I'm thinking like, would I learn something in prison? Like, would it like teach me something?
Or would I get ripped as shit?
Yeah, or would like it not be a great time? You
Yeah,
know what I
or
mean?
would, like, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
would
the
happen.
other not so great stuff about prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah, besides getting fit, the not so like. I wish I only had the benefits of prison.
5 years in
Bruh.
prison, though? But like, does the coma like? Does it feel like nothing?
It's just like you,
just
slept,
wake
bro.
up. Yeah, you just wake up.
Do you wake up
You wake up
instantaneous?
10 years later, bro.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, at least that one's like a ripping off a band-aid, you know what I mean?
I don't know. That one's tough. That one's tough.
I feel like fuck, that is tough.
I'll go to prison if you go to prison.
Yeah, if I see Brendan in prison, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
if Steve goes to prison, I'll go with him.
I'd be like, bro, don't you miss the sessions, bro? I wish my sister could slip us something in.
4
Bruh.
years. 4 years.
4 more years, bro. 4 more years.
Nah, yeah. I feel like if Steve's in prison, like if it's not just me, like
Just going through it.
Yeah.
I feel like I would take prison too, because at least I can like read and shit. I just hope I don't
Yeah.
get like stabbed or anything.
yeah,
Bruh.
Or beat
exactly.
up.
All right. All right. Next one is: would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every song you hear,
Forced to sing.
So either I have to sing to every song that plays or dance
or
along
dance to it? Would you rather
to.
sing or would
sing.
you rather dance?
I'd rather sing. I mean, I'm no singer. I don't have the voice of an angel, but I'd rather sing than.
I feel
than
like singing. I
dance.
could sing quietly.
Yeah.
but
What if like
dance-
like we're getting ramen and I just start busting that shit down? Well, maybe I'd get really good at it to where it'd be impressive. But it's kind of
Yeah.
like, damn, every song, like
Yeah.
once the next song starts, let me bust out this next one too.
Yeah. You probably get in shape.
Yeah, that's true. I'd get in shape. You know what? Fuck it. I take the dance. I take the dance.
What if it's like in the car and
Bren-
you're like,
Brendan can sing and you can dance while he's singing.
You're so. I dance to your singing.
you're like
I always do like this. I'm like a horrible dancer. I'm doing like
you don't get good.
I'm doing the pitch. Yeah, I don't get any better.
Aw.
Bruh. All right. Next one is: would you rather have telekinesis? Right? That's what you say. Telekinesis or telepathy.
What's the
Telepathy?
difference?
I think telekinesis, you can move stuff. Yeah.
So
and
telekinesis is the ability to move things with your mind, and telepathy is the ability to read minds.
I think it depends on how powerful it is. Like, is it like Professor X powerful? Like, can I talk to everybody?
I feel like I'd wanna move shit.
But
I'm telling you, I don't want to know what people thinking. I don't want to know the truth.
But is it like Professor X thing where like if I wanted to, like I can control your body? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh shit! No, I'm pretty sure. It's
It's like-
it's telepathy. It's telepathy.
It's like Professor X strong.
Yeah. I'm
And I
pretty
can
sure.
talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of cool. I can.
I could
possess
probably,
somebody.
but if I can move shit, I could probably turn shit on fire.
Can you?
Pretty sure that's like
Well,
spontaneous
but
combustion.
like how much can you lift? How much do you think you can? Like, what's a decent amount?
I have to like work it out like a muscle. Yeah,
I
but
feel
like
like
starting off, I could already move a bus.
I feel like I do telepathy.
Yeah, like you'd read people's minds.
I wouldn't read their secrets. I'd read their knowledge. I'd be like,
What'd you do?
I
I feel like I'm telling you, it's too much. It's like the last of truth. Like there's just things I don't want to know.
I feel like, I guess so. Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool. Like I'm like, bro, can you go give me like some water? And you're like, bro,
Well,
just go get it yourself. Okay.
Well, like,
just
what if
make
it's
you
like-
do it, you know?
What if it's like somebody we meet like on TGN? Like it's the first time we meet them, and we're like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" And they shake our hand, and like, and you go up to me and you're like, "Hey, bro, like he doesn't like us."
Wouldn't that help though? Like, oh, but he likes this, so like, talk about this, you know?
and then I go up to him and I'm like,
I feel like-
I'm like, oh, like you like dogs? Do you have any dogs? And like because you told me he likes dogs. He's like, yeah, I really like that. Blah, blah, blah. And then you go up to him. He's like, hey, bro, like if anything, it made it worse. Like now he really doesn't like you. It's like fuck. Like what do? You know? It's like that's what I mean. Like it's like it would. I'd be thinking of too many factors.
I feel you. I feel like I'd still choose it though.
Yeah.
I feel like I get.
I mean,
I wouldn't read people's secrets.
Would you control me to then control my powers to move stuff?
Yeah, if I wanted to. That's why I feel
like.
Bro, no, the one rule. We'd have to have one rule. You can't invade my mind or my sister's mind. That's the one rule we have.
as far as you know.
Oh,
Damn.
that's how we'd have a battle in downtown, bro. I'd like throw stuff, and then you'd like control everyone in downtown, and like they all start running. And
You'd
then
have to get a Magneto. You'd have to get a Magneto.
I always like the dynamic of Magneto and Professor Xavier, though. Damn it! So we're basically Professor Xavier and Magneto because I can
Yeah.
move shit,
Yeah.
just like
You just
everything.
not magnetic.
Just
yeah.
don't fight, okay? Don't fight. Don't get mad at each
It'll be a civil war.
other.
We have different.
Next
All
question.
right, I want to do one more.
Yeah,
Last
let's
one.
do one more.
All right, so this one is: would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot tequila with Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yeah, The Rock.
Rock,
Come on
The
now.
Rock.
Come on.
Wow.
That's
But
The
But
Rock.
what about Ryan Reynolds?
I feel like he's cool, but The Rock has more interesting stories.
Mm.
I feel like The Rock's just cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, you can't really beat The Rock. I mean, if Ryan Reynolds is listening to it right
no
now,
disrespect.
yeah, no disrespect, but he'd agree.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, no, I'd rather have a drink with Dwayne Johnson than myself.
Like imagine what The Rock could tell you, bro. The wrestling stories.
It's like that meme, like $5 million or dinner with Jay-Z.
Yeah. Plus, like, I'd be like, hey, Rock, give me a rock bottom. I'd be like, all right. You wouldn't ask The Rock to give you a rock bottom?
Bro, The Rock is huge though. I'd be kind of scared. He's
He's
6'5".
Like he has like a wrestling mat at home.
He's gotten bigger too, no?
He's
like
gotten
from when
ripped,
he
yeah.
used to wrestle.
Yeah, when
Like,
I mean when
that
he
fool was skinny-ish.
yeah, I know he had muscle,
Yeah.
but now he's like a fucking giant.
Yeah.
Like that Instagram post he posted where he ripped his steel door off of his entrance because it was stuck because of a malfunction. He
Bruh.
literally just ripped it off and he
That's
showed
like-
his hands.
That's like brick.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, he's a real life like superhero.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like The Rock. Well, that was a great episode.
It was a good episode, guys.
Like
I hope
always.
everybody listening has a good New Year. I hope you follow through on your resolutions. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Mm. I guess just to.
I know we talked about this last
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
But are you following through so far? 6
Yeah.
days in?
bro, I already made my first travel. Woo-hoo.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
What about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I ordered my books, so I'm gonna start reading soon.
Nice. Nice.
I'll do a lot of things, but I think the main one, or like not the main one, but one thing I kind of want to do so that like I can practice what I preach is I'm gonna try to go vegetarian for good.
For good?
Not
Starting
for,
when?
not for good, but at least like be dedicated to it for like 2-3 months and be like, oh, I like it or I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Why vegetarian, not vegan? It's because vegan is like way too much.
I feel like it's just more like I want to get there, but like I feel
Oh,
like
it's
too
like
big.
steps. It's like steps. I get you.
So, yeah.
All right, well,
Feel it?
hope you guys have a happy Thursday. Stay
Yeah.
safe.
We'll see y'all next time.
Oh, should we do a
Bye.
would you rather for the
See ya.
Okay, we should do a would you rather for the
Oh, for the extra content that the
Yeah.
YouTubers always get?
should we make it ourselves though?
What do you mean?
Oh, like come up with your own thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Brandon, would you rather eat your left foot or throw up your right hand?
What?
Like, as in, like you ate your right hand and you're gonna throw it up.
Like
Or
it
would-
just
or-
comes out as once?
Yeah, once. Yeah.
What was the other? Wait, what was
Or
it again?
eat my left foot? I feel like okay, not that one. Not that one.
Why not?
I feel like what?
Bro. I'm dead. Would you rather lose your elbows or your knees?
Dude, you know what? Just end the episode. Just end the episode.
Okay, here's one.
Just end the
Okay.
episode. Just end the episode.
Would you rather be forced to be brutally honest or always lie?
Fuck. That's actually a good one.
Like let's say like Patrick comes up and he's like, oh hey, I got these new shoes and you don't like them.
And
And
be like,
you
you're like,
have to-
honestly, bro, I don't like them. They're kind of
And it's
ugly.
brutally honest.
Damn. So I just straight up just say
And
that.
you're like, they're kind of ugly. I don't fuck with them. And you have to say that every time.
No, but I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
Or you
I don't want to
lie.
lie. I don't want to lie.
Or you lie every time.
I'll be honest. I don't want to lie.
What if
Maybe
like,
it might change my life. You know.
what if a lot of people like cry? Like they're like,
I just a lot of people cry like immediately. And people aren't used to brutal honesty.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to hang out with him because of
Oh yeah, nobody wants to hang out.
Nobody
with me.
wants to hang out with you.
Like you guys just never ask me for my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, but damn, this radio show would hit different. I'd
If
be
you're
like
always-
brutally honest. Like you guys are like, you're like,
Oh yeah.
you guys would be like, like it sucks like that.
Nah, I feel like you should be brutally honest because I'd be
Right.
like, yeah. Because then eventually I'd be like, just because he's brutally honest doesn't mean he's right. Like,
Yeah,
like,
it's my opinion.
this is his opinion. Like,
All right, well,
All right.
all right, bye.
see you guys.
Bye.
I don't know why it was just me who answered the question.
I'll do brutally honest too.
Okay.
Julie.
I'll do the same thing.
Damn, what a
All
bunch
right.
of assholes on the podcast.
I know. Like,
All right,
like,
yeah.
I really don't fuck with that
We'll
new
see y'all
president.
next time.